Yeah, hello my friends, here is Thomas from Thor's World. I'm in front here of Thoor Turbo, my do-it-yourself bicycle caravan. And yeah, we're doing a test trip today. The weather is really nice, so I want to test the solar system and I would like to give you some information about. Now I'm checking the Victron app and would like to see how much power I'm producing now. And you can see it's around 70-90 watts. It's pretty good. It's late November here in Austria, so the sun is not really strong anymore. And yeah, as you can see, the solar system is pretty dirty. I don't know, the rain was really dirty in the last days. So let's clean it. And yeah, and let's see how much the solar panels are producing after cleaning. Yeah, it's really a lot of dust on it. I'm curious to see how it's working because I'm doing the videos in German and now I'm doing an overlay with the English version. I hope it's okay and you can understand my English. And today I'm going with this test ride to my colleague Philip. He's responsible for all the electronic part and he did a lot of stuff for me and Thoor Turbo. Yeah, you can see now we are producing 115, 114 watts. Well, it's pretty cool. So the cleaning, I think, increased the power for almost 20 watts. And that's a lot. And now I'm checking the charging status. There's another app from the battery management system and it's 80%. And yeah, let's see with how much battery I will finish this tour. It's around 47 kilometers and around 340 meters in height. So it's some sections are quite steep, not too much, but for a normal bike without any electric support, it would almost be, or it would be quite hard, let's say, especially when you have a caravan in the back. So I'm on the way now to Köflach and I'm checking during I ride the bike with the caravan always the solar production, and it between 100, 140 and for sure if it's shadow it's just 30 watts. But in general, even if I'm not going directly to the sun, it's producing something. And yeah, the wattage of the solar system is around 70 watts, and yeah, depends how I ride the bike, in which direction and so on, how much is the production. And for sure I put the panels not in a flat way on the caravan, so it's kind of curved, and if one of the panels is, let's say, in the perfect position to the sun, then for sure the other two are not perfect, and it's just one string, so the current is always in one line, and yeah, is limited by the weakest panel, let's say. But to the end, I think so, if I ride in summer, I can for sure almost ride the bike autark, so without any consumption of the battery, and I'm really curious how this will be. And during riding here, when I go down, it's the consumption of the motors is nothing. On a really flat way, it's around 130 to 200 watts, depends. Yeah. And when you calculate that you are outside with the caravan and this bike in the combination with the bike, and even you make you rest, you can put it always in a perfect position to the sun, and if you calculate 10 hours per day and only with 100 watts, it's 1 kilowatt hour, so it's pretty a lot. Yeah, and here for sure I'm not producing at the moment a lot of power because I'm going to the west and I have mostly the sun in the back. But if you do the tour a bit, let's say in direction south, it would be much better for sure. Yeah, the solar panels from EcoWarfy are 130 watts each, so in total I have 390 watts on the roof of the caravan. And EcoWarfy announced that there is an average production of 0.55 kilowatt hours per day, but I think it's more for Germany, and Austria is a bit more south, maybe it's even a bit better, but I don't know. I think this is an average all a year round, so I think in summer the production will be much more. And yeah, here I'm now producing 130 watts, and I use 170 watts for the motors. Yeah, here is a nice view in my area. It's in the southwest of Styria, and it's a wine county. There is a special wine. It's called Schilcher. It's a rosé. I don't know how you say it in English. And we have special restaurants here up on the hill. It's a kind of restaurant which is run of like a farmer's restaurant, and you can eat there a cold plate and drink a lot of wine for sure. So if you are once in Austria, don't miss this area. Styria in the south of Austria.
Ein bisschen anders gestalten. Yeah,
today is a really nice day. The sun is shining. It's it's cold, but it's sunny, so it's okay. I'm here on the street. It's called, or this area is called Graben. So it's a valley, and the river is really nice located. And for sure, watching cell phone and driving in the middle of the street is not really nice for the traffic. And now I'm checking again the solar production. The sun is around 90 degrees from my direction, and I produce 70 watts. And when you go more close direction sun, it's around 130 watts. It's 11 o'clock now, and yeah, if I can adjust the caravan to the sun, I think the production will be much more. Yeah, here's a bit uphill. I have the power setting of the street legal setting. It's 25 kilometers per hour maximum speed, and I don't really have to push hard the bike. And I will do this tour also on Strava, so to see how many difference I have in the altitude, and so you see also how many meters I went up. And now it's going uphill, and I'm checking the speed uphill, how much I can go up. So it's 18 kilometers per hour, 17, so you can see how the caravan is pushing. And it's pretty much because with a normal bike, even if you don't have a caravan on the back, you will not do this with this speed. And when there's a flat area, it's going back to the 25 kilometers per hour. Yeah, the sun is shining, and I put now the caravan, I make a break and put it direction sun. Now I'm checking again how much the solar panels are producing, and I open the Victron app. It's connected with Bluetooth, and at the moment it's producing 150 watts. It's quite okay with 72 watts and 2.1 amps. And the battery voltage is 36.52 and is charging with 4 ampere. So I'm doing a break now here and just charge the battery. The consumption today was quite a lot. I already used 25% of the battery, but it's a lot of stop and go, and then I checked something out here, something out there. So now let's do the charging now. I'm enjoying my sandwich, and I do like a commemorate Mr. Mateschitz with a Red Bull Zero. I never tried it before. Normally I don't drink so much Red Bull, but yeah, today it's a special day. So now I show you the throttle, let's say the thumb throttle. I can just press this button and then the caravan is pushing me around with around 5 to 6 kilometers per hour. That's very useful when you're stuck somewhere, or when you have to pull out the caravan somewhere. Even when I just want to go over the street and I cannot pedal, then I have to just push this button. And when I start to pedal, then for sure it's with the full power. Now I stop here at the company. The name is Mochat, and they have some sun trackers here. Mochat was one of the first pioneers in alternative energies here in my region. So I finished now the meeting with Philip. We spoke about the next steps for our project Thoor Turbo, and yeah, we want to integrate a lot of stuff more and finish the programming and so on, and also further steps for, let's say, developing new functions. It was a really nice meeting, and Philip is a really good guy in kind of electronics. He built me the battery and all the electronic stuff. He has his own company, so if you need some stuff for electronic stuff like batteries and so on, you can contact him. Yeah, now I'm going home. Mostly it's going downhill, but not so much. So in the end, I'm curious to see how much battery I will use for this whole trip. And I'm crossing again now the company Mochat. On the building on the right side, you can see it's called the Energy Ship. It's a coffee, and for sure, if you are close this region in Köflach, you can come here to enjoy a coffee and also have some information about alternative energies, heating and solar systems and so on. I think the company will be quite happy. Yeah, so I arrived at home now and I'm checking the battery status. It's 4:15 and I started the trip with 80% in the battery. I came back now with 56% in the battery. So I used 24% of the 1800 watt hours, and that means with the length of the tour was 47 kilometers, so in total it means I'm around 150 to 200 kilometers of range with the caravan. So I think it's a really good result. So the solar panels I think are really useful. Yeah, here's a summary from Strava. You see that the tour was 24.17 kilometers with 248 meters in altitude to go to Philip's place. And yeah, I used, let's say, in total the full solar system produced 600 watt hours, which is pretty much. And on the way back, it was 23.23.
kilometers with 93 altitude. So I think the result was really good, and I'm surprised positively about the range of Thoor Turbo. I would be really happy if you like what I do, that you join my channel and you subscribe. So have fun. Thomas from Thor's World.